Yo, it's your boy Sonny Strongarm, only the strong. EGK Podcast. Got my boy Reggie Steel in the building. What's good, Reggie?
Yo, what's up?
All right, you a hard guy to catch up with, man. It's a good thing I caught up with you.
You know it, man. I be in the wind, bro, for real.
Yeah, how was that trip to New York?
Yeah, it was all right, man. I've been out there working, man, on and off for 2 years, man. But I love it. I love it out there.
It's good to have you back in Virginia, man. Back home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, let's get into this new album / EP, new project that you got out now. You want to tell us the name of it?
Yeah, the name of the project is called You Can't Silence Me. That's the name of the project.
Okay, what gave you the idea to come up with that title?
Basically, man, I've been rapping for a long time, and I'll be pushing 40 next year. I'll be 40 years old next year, matter of fact. And a lot of people like, man, why you still rapping? Why you still rapping? And I feel like, as long as I got something to talk about, I'm never gonna put down the mic. I'm always rapping. There's always things going on in my life. There's always things I can talk about, my experiences, and I put it on the paper and I rap about it. And another thing is like, we're in a new climate now, man. Like, hip hop is changing a little bit. So I want to show people, I can keep up with these younger people too. I can run with them too. If you got the skill, you got the skill, and there's nothing that's ever gonna stop me. You can't silence me. You keep doing it.
Ain't no wrong with that. I definitely understand that. Cause I don't too much rock with a lot of the younger generation and the way they display their talent. But I ain't no hater, so I totally get it. But it's always the old styles and the old movements that always move me and keep me inspired.
Definitely.
So other than that, what else keeps you inspired? Or do you just pretty much just make like an autobiography of your life when you're rhyming?
Man, my life is pretty much what keeps me inspired, man. That's the thing about my life, man. People can't predict me, People always try to predict you. They always try to, put you in a box and say what your style is. And that's one of the things I like about me, You never know what I'm going to do because my life is always changing. I go through phases. On my last project, I was talking about things that were going on in my life then. The project before that, my daughter was being born,
Mm-hmm.
So I had a baby coming into the world. So I drew a lot of my inspiration from that. So a lot of my songs, a lot of my music is based on what I'm going through at the current time. So you can't really predict my flow or what I'm gonna talk about. You can't really predict my style because I'm always trying to change up and I'm always trying to do something different because that's how my life is. My life it never stays the same. Things are always happening. Things are always changing. And so I put it on pen, I put it on paper, and I write it down, and I talk about it,
Okay, how many tracks do you got on this one?
This project, I only did 7. I only did 7 tracks. I kept it to a minimum, and I did that on purpose. That was on purpose. On my last, few projects, I was always doing a lot of tracks, but, sometimes, man, you gotta keep it short and simple. One of the things I learned is that you get more listeners and people will be more receptive to listen to your music when you don't have a whole lot of it. When they see it's okay, you only got a few tracks, let me listen to them. And you can say a lot. That's the thing about hip hop,
Mm-hmm.
You can say a lot in just a little bit of song. You don't have to, you can, it's all in how you say it. It's all in how you express yourself. And you can say a lot in what you need to say in very few tracks. It's how you put it out. Me personally, man, on this project right here, I just wanted to prove that, I can be different, I can come with a different sound, I can come with a different style. But I wanted to keep it short and I wanted to keep it simple, because I'm gonna keep writing music. Next year I plan on dropping something else. But, I'm always writing music. I'm always coming up with something. I'm always inspired. I've always been like that.
Yeah, keep them guessing, you know what I'm saying? Keep them guessing. Because they might think that, all right, he only got like a 6 or 7 track EP. And the next thing you know, then you go ahead and you drop the banger on them. You got like 12 or something.
Yeah.
And then that'd be something they won't expect it. You know what I mean?
And that's always on purpose,
Yeah.
I don't want you to predict me. I don't want you to figure out my next move. You do that, man, it takes the fun out of it,
Mm-hmm. So, when did you first start rapping?
Man, I actually started rapping in high school, man, in class, man. I remember I was about 16, 17 years old, man, supposed to be doing work in class, and me and some of my friends, we be writing rhymes and stuff. And I remember the first rap I wrote, man. I was on some other shit, man. I was on some other stuff, man. I think I labeled the rap, murder to the real world or something like that, man. And I'm talking about, killing people and shooting people, and I ain't had no guns.
Yeah, some school shit.
Yeah, just on some tough stuff, trying to be something I'm not. And I remember I wrote the rap, and I remember I got up to go to the bathroom, and my teacher walked by the desk and she saw the rap, and she read it.
Oh
she
shit!
Was like, oh my gosh, yo! So I came back from the bathroom. I came back to my desk and the rap was gone. And my teacher said, "Hey, Brian, I need you to go to the Dean of Boys."
Oh shit!
Oh, I know what trouble is. So I go to the Dean of Boys. If any of y'all don't know what Dean of Boys, that was like the principal, at our school or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I go there, and he's like, what made you write this rap? Man, I was just bored, I was writing, writing rhymes and stuff like that. He's like, well, you're supposed to be doing schoolwork. I was like, yeah, I know that. He was like, I tell you what. He was like, I want you to go home. I want you to let your mom see this and your parents see this, and he just sign it. And you need to bring it back to school.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember stuff like that.
Yeah, so I said, I'll do that. And it's crazy because he said, you know what? He's like, you actually got talent, man. This is actually good, but you need to make it positive, So that was my first experience, rapping in high school or whatever. So yeah, I've been doing it for a minute.
Okay. Since you got everything published now, what platforms do you got everything on?
Right now I'm using DistroKid as my distribution. DistroKid is one of my favorites. It's my favorite actually, man. Like, I think it's good. I think every artist should use it. They put your music on all platforms, Amazon, Spotify, iTunes, they put them on all of them. And it's real good. If any artist is trying to come up, any artist put music out, DistroKid is the best way to go, because they're going to definitely put you out there. And you tell your friends about it, you tell your family about it, whatever platform they got, whether it's Apple Music, whether it's Tidal, whatever it is, they can find it. DistroKid is the best one. That's what I use.
Yeah, we did that same thing because, you're actually on a song I'm on a song that's featured on one of your projects.
Right.
So, and that turned out nice, and it's in all the stores. If y'all not looking, y'all just go ahead and look up Reggie Steel
Lanes
and just Google Reggie Steel Lanes, and you'll see it in all the stores. And it's a pretty good track. We came together with that in a matter of hours.
Yeah, one of my favorite tracks, actually.
Yeah. And so you do a pretty good job, and you're like very motivated on your work and everything like that. And I peep it and I respect it. Are there any other artists that you would like to work with?
Oh man, the list is long, man.
As far as locally or what?
Man, locally, man. Definitely, man. I'm glad I got to do a track with you, man. That was definitely good, man. Your boy Dame. I like to hop on something with him, man. See if we got some chemistry, man.
Dame Stacks.
Yeah, definitely, man. I went to school with SK, man. He be doing his thing, man. I like to get on with him. I know he be in the wind, he be busy and stuff like that, but anybody can get on the track with, man. Honestly, man, it don't even matter, man. Like, whoever putting out music, I'll jump on it, I feel like whatever I can get on, whatever mixtape I can get on, album I can get on, that's more exposure for me, I like to write, I like to rhyme, any topic, any discussion, you can put me on it, I'm gonna rap about it.
But just as long as the product good.
Yeah, it gotta be tight though, gotta be hot.
Hey, it gotta be tight. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? We can't have none of that bubblegum stuff up here, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Unless it's gonna sell, so, But other than that, where do you see yourself going in the future or with your next project? Or do you already have something in the works?
Man, I tell people, like I told you my last project, I said, look, I'm dropping an album every year. Every year, expect an album from me every year. I always got something to talk about. I'm walking music. When I'm at work, I'm thinking about rhymes. My brain is a notebook. Funny stuff that happens at work. I probably got a bar about it. I probably got a rhyme about it. So every year, man, look for an album, look for a project because it's coming. I'm not gonna stop doing this. I love doing this, man. This is what I do. I do this for real. This is what I do. And, you know, like I plan on, man, just putting out good music. You know, whether, you know, I get signed to somebody, whether I get exposed, whether I go viral, you know, I just plan on putting out good quality music that people will like and people will look forward to, man. You know, because at the end of the day, man, we all want to hear good music. We all want to hear something we can relate to. And, you know, that's my life. That's what I like to do. I like to inspire people, man. So, you know, if I can put out good quality music, you know, before I die, you know, if I can put out great quality music and keep doing it and inspire even just my family or friends, you know, that's the goal, man. I'm going to keep doing it. You know what I mean? I won't stop. For me, it ain't about the money. It ain't about the fame. That stuff would be nice. I'm not saying I don't want it, you know.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to get it. But that's not what I'm doing it for, you know. Like, this is my love. This is what I like to do. So, I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep pushing, man. Like, every year, expect new music from me. Expect videos from me. Expect me to be talking about it on my Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I'm all over. I'm on all the social media. I know people get tired. Y'all posting the music. Okay, that's what I do, though. You know, y'all post what y'all want. I post what I want. This is what I do. You know, hate it or love it. This is me. This is Reggie Steel. This is what I do.
Who are your best influences from mainstream artists? Like the mainstream artists, like your favorite artists that gave you the most influence and gave you the drive and that put you in that mind frame to come up with the lyrics and the content that you got.
Yeah, man. It goes back, man, all the way. I mean, when I was younger. To be honest with you, man, I wasn't really allowed to listen to rap when I was younger. You know, my parents were, you know, real religious and stuff like that. But that for whatever reason, that made me want to listen to rap more. It made me want to listen to hip hop more.
Rebellion.
Yeah, definitely, man. And you know, I never bought my own CDs when I was younger, like my parents would let me or whatever. But back in the day, man, like, you know, I remember you could go to the dollar store and you could buy like a pack of cassette tapes. And I had a little radio, and I would like record music. I would record music off of the radio. Or my friend had an album, you know, I would record the whole. I think I recorded the whole Life After Death project on a cassette, you know, tape. Mm-hmm. You know, I did the same thing with other projects, but you know, it was people like Biggie, you know, people like, you know, Coolio, you know, some of the old school rappers, man, that gave me inspiration. I think the first album that I actually bought was the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. When I got a job and I started working, that was actually the first album I actually bought. And to this day, man, I think that's a classic album, man. I definitely got, you know, big up to Lauryn Hill, man. I definitely got respect for her, man. Legend. I like Nas. As far as like some of the new people, man, definitely J. Cole, man. J. Cole, the last project he put out. J. Cole stays inspiring, man, because, you know, J. Cole, man, he's close to my age a little bit. And the fact he can still put out good sound quality music, you know, shows you that anybody can do this. It's not about age. It's not about where you come from. It's not you know, you didn't have to be a gangster growing up. You know, you didn't have to be someone that was in the street. But, you know, like, if you love hip hop and this is what you do, you're gonna be good at it regardless. And I mean, J. Cole is an example, man. Like, you know, he had his last project, he switched it up. You know, and
yes, he did.
He had a different sound. But that's okay. It's okay to do that. There's nothing wrong with doing that because it shows your versatility. It shows that you're talented. It shows that you can do this. It doesn't matter, you know, what style of rap is out or how rap is sounding. If you got the ability to do this, you can do this. It doesn't matter what it sounds like. If it's good and you can put out good music, you're going to do it because this is what you do. You're talented at doing it. And this stuff like that inspires me, man. Nas, he inspires me too. You know, he just put out a new album. You know, he went Grammy on the last album, King's Disease. Now he put out King's Disease. I think King's Disease 2 was a lot better.
A whole lot better.
Yeah, a whole lot better.
Definitely.
It supersedes the first one.
Yes.
There's stuff like that inspires me, man, to keep on doing this. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter, you know, who is out right now.
I think he went back in his bag on that one, though.
He did. I think
he went back in his bag because he ain't been in his bag in a little. He been dipping in his bag, but he won't all the way in his bag though. But now he slept in the bag this time.
It's all about confidence, man. You know, like it's like a basketball player. You know, when you ain't making your jump shots and you missing them, you fall into a slump. Once you start making your jump shots, you start winning games. You know, you can see it on the court. You can see your confidence. You know, when LeBron James, when he winning, you can see his confidence. You can see his spark. Yep. You can see it changing a little bit. the same thing as with music. You know, Nas got that Grammy, and you know, he said, okay, I'm gonna come out with some more music. You know,
Yeah.
and it sounds even better. So it's a confidence booster. You know, like
Well deserved. You should have had about 4 of them by now, but you know.
yeah, man, Illmatic, I Am, it was written.
But
all of
it's
them
the politics though. Politics, you know what I'm saying?
You already know it, man. You already know it. You should have had a Grammy way long ago. You know, but that's another topic. Yeah, I agree with you.
You got any advice for any local or inspiring artists?
Man, be yourself, man. Just be yourself. Tell your story. Stay true to yourself, man. You know, there's a lot of people out here rapping about, you know, the gangster stuff, you know, and other stuff. If that's not who you are, it's not what you do. You don't gotta rap about that. You know, if you were someone, you know, that you went to school, you got straight A's, shit, rap about that. You know, whatever. You know, rap about what inspires you. You know, because I'm gonna tell you right now what I've learned about hip hop and music. People feel your music more and they like your music more when you being yourself. Because when you being yourself, that's when you're sincere the most, and that's when you're putting out the most emotion. Because you're being real. You're talking about yourself. You're talking about your life experiences, what you did. So people can feel that. When you're talking about yourself, people can feel that. When you're talking about like things you did and they're real life events, people are gonna feel that because you're putting your heart and your emotions into it, you know. But like when you rapping about stuff that ain't really you and you trying to sound like everybody else, there's no emotion behind it because it's not real.
Exactly.
So when you rap about something that's real and something that you actually do and something that you actually did and something that's actually your life, it's gonna be emotion behind it. People don't gravitate to. I'll put it to you this way: people don't gravitate to what's out and what's the new thing. People gravitate to what's real. All right.
Exactly.
People gravitate to what's real. So if you're being real and you staying true to yourself and there's emotion behind what you're saying, people gonna rock with that shit and they're gonna feel it, man. And you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna inspire other people that went through the same thing and did the same thing you did to come out and they're gonna tell their truth. You know, so it's about telling your truth, man. Like the more you tell your truth and the more you tell about, you know, tell who you are, the more you're gonna pave the way for other people who are doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. That's why hip hop is where it is now. Because there was somebody that came out years ago that said, you know, I'm gonna change structure. I'm gonna change the way things are done. Not on purpose because this is who I am. Mm-hmm. And when that one person came out, you know, everybody else came out and they started doing the same thing. That's the beautiful thing about hip hop. It only takes one person to change structure and do something different, and then it becomes a fad, it becomes a trend. So if you want to be the best rapper, if you want to be great, the best way to do it is to be yourself. Because by being yourself, you're going to bring something to the table that no one else has brought to the table. And that is yourself. That's you being true to yourself. You telling your truth. So just be you, man. You know, don't change it for nobody. I don't care what people tell you. People might tell you, oh, hey, that's garbage. I don't like that. You keep doing it because eventually you're going to put your own twist. You're going to put the style to it. You know? Anybody tell you, man, you know, that was coming up in the ranks and they were trying to make it, you know, people told Jay-Z he was trash, he was garbage. You know, a lot of record labels tried to sign him, but he kept doing his thing, he stayed true to himself. And, you know, the man's a billionaire right now. So, you know, do you and stay true to yourself.
It's fantastic and inspiring and truthful advice, man. It's good to have you here today. Reggie Steel.
Yeah.
You Can't Silence Me. Y'all check it out on all platforms. Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, wherever you want to go. Just Google the man. Show him some support. Stand-up guy right here.
R-E-G-G-Y. It's not R-E-G-G-I-E. Everybody put that in and they like, yo, I didn't hear you use that. I didn't find it. If you spelled it wrong. It's R-E-G-G-Y. Steel, S-T-E-E-L. It's not S-T-E-E-L-E. You type it in wrong, you ain't gonna find my music. You're gonna probably find something else. So, Reggie, R-E-G-G-Y, Steel, S-T-E-E-L. Reggie Steel. They'll send you all my music, all my YouTube, all my videos, everything.
Well, that's what's up, man. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it from the horse's mouth. Hey, you think we might could get a couple of bars from you today?
Yeah, man, I hit you up with something, man.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see what we got.
Well, we'll see what we can work out here in the few.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
But thanks for coming on today. Spectacular interview. And always wish you the best, my friend.
Yo.
You know, and always here for a collab or whatever you need when you need me. And for the rest of you artists, don't be a hater, be a participator.
Love it.
Sonny Strongarm, Reggie Steel, we out of here.